Hi, this is Chris and welcome to my channel, Great Northwest Comics. I'd like to thank all my loyal subscribers for sticking with me over the last year as I've made a number of videos that I hope you all enjoyed. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like this video and subscribe, and that would be awesome. I'm going to talk about my comic book haul, a few eBay purchases, and a couple other things today. So let's get to it. First off, I bought a reproduction of Wiz Comics, which features about 5 golden age stories, the origin of Captain Marvel, and it has a couple. I think it has maybe 2 sci-fi ones, a crime story, and maybe a jungle cruise type of story. So pretty cool. I've read the first story, which is Captain Marvel, so I'll definitely read some of the other ones. Next up is Spawn Unwanted Violence #2. Very interesting article about Todd McFarlane talking about this series, so if you have an opportunity to read it, please do so. I think you'll enjoy it. It gives you a little bit more of a perspective on why this was a standalone story from the current Spawn run. Next up is Liquid Kill, I think is upside down. And I've been picking up the #1s of the Whatnot Publishing, just kind of like spec, and also to kind of see what kind of stories they're going to be producing. I haven't read this one yet, but looking forward to it. Next up is Gunslinger, number 17. Yep, very cool cover. Next up is Scorched with Haunted on the cover. I believe this is like a cover B. The cover A was fine, but I like Haunted, so I wanted to grab this cover. Next up is The Last Barbarians. This is definitely a cover buy. I really like the old art style that they're using for this character, and I did read the series or the storyline so far, and I do like it, so I will continue with it. That's the best cover there, I think. And then this is another character that they introduce towards the end of the book, and then this is more of a representation, I think, of the main character here, and so I enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next one. I think they had 4 covers that were available. I just picked up those 3 just to keep my expenses down. I have 8 Billion Genies, #7. They're getting close to the end here. So I really like how they tied up a couple of storylines there, and looking forward to seeing how the whole series ends. Next up is Lazarus, Planet Omega. I don't think there's any new character introductions here. It's just the second part, I guess, of the Planet Alpha storyline. From what I understand, if you bought just the Alpha and the Omega, that's basically the whole story in a nutshell, and the other side stories just help enhance the overall story. All right. Next up is Something is Killing His Children, number 29. Pretty interesting. Got the little, what do they call that one? The little demon token that Erica carries around. So, really cool cover. It's going to be tough to keep this one in mint shape with all the black. Next up is Black Cloak, #2. Again, I enjoy this series. I guess I'm kind of gravitating towards more adventure or mystery, because this is like a murder mystery book, lately with the Barbarians and the Black Cloak. Next up, I will be picking up a few of these Dawn of the DC #1s. I did pick up this one. This is on a cover that was at the shop. I was hoping they'd have some variants, but unless you pre-order, they're not going to have them for you most of the time. I just thought it was interesting that they have the primary characters underneath Superman here, but it looks like his work pod at the Daily Planet with Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, and I guess that's Perry White at the bottom there. And I don't know who the other 2 characters are because I don't read the current run of Superman. But I just thought I'd pick it up since it's #1 and maybe to see what's in store for the new DC. This one is Lazarus. Oh, this one's Planet Omega. Where's the other one I had? Oh, Dark Fate. Oh, I totally messed these up. I have my last week's mixed up with my current books. So Planet Omega and Dark Fate are different. The Dark Fate has the introduction of like 2 characters in it, And yeah, sorry about that. So I've been trying to pick up any introductions of new characters. I know Vigil, which was introduced in one of the books, yeah, is going to start its own series coming up in a month or so. All right. And The Flash, part 4 of the 1 Minute War, $7.93. So enjoying this story. Like I said, I'm only picking up The Flash because of this story arc. And it is entertaining. I do enjoy it. I just don't want to pick up too many series right now because my closet's getting full. Running out of storage. So for my eBay stuff this week, I ended up picking up just some filler books, pretty much. I needed another copy of Spawn, number 336, to make sure I had a duplicate set and with like an A cover, B cover. So I got that book. This is a really cool one. I didn't even know this was available, and then I happened to see it on Comic Book Hub. So I ordered that through eBay with the same. This is all from the same seller too, so it made sense to try to pick up as many books to save on shipping costs. Very cool, $3.38. And I already own a copy of this, but I like the cover so much of this Nocterra with Spawn, I ended up picking up a second copy from the same eBay seller as the other two books there. I'm very happy with those purchases. And then next up, so when I was at the comic book store, they had a bin of books for sale. Like, it looks like it's somebody's private collection, and each book was listed as like I think they had a $10 box and a $5 box, and so this one was in the $10 box. I do have a couple of these books from this series, but I don't have the full set, and so when I saw this, I thought, oh, might as well just pick it up here because then I don't have to pay for shipping or anything like that if I had to buy it from eBay. And really great shape. The back cover has a small dog ear on it, which is no big deal because this is just to have a set to read. And then my other eBay purchase, dun, 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 my favorite comic book, Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, $2.39. I pick these up when I can, when they're in decent grades. And this one, I looked at it before and I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy it. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it because it is in really good shape. It does suffer a little bit since it's a white cover. It has a little bit of this like light red like color rub from like maybe another book sitting on top of it. And I used a white eraser and removed like some of the grime and such, and used my cleaning tools to get rid of as much of the grime and these little other bits that were on it. The thing I always look for when I buy these books though is that the 60 cents is clear and visible all around, it's not cut off. And then I also look for down here that the signature, on this side, that the signature of the artist, there's two of them, are both clear on the page, because sometimes this is miscut, and sometimes you get a lot more of the bottom of the book and less of the top, and sometimes you get a lot more of the top and less of the bottom. So I try to find that middle area, that sweet spot. I'm very happy to pick that up. And oh, what's this? Like I said, it's my favorite book, so I always have more than one copy. So I bought this one a while back. Bought that one a while back. I bought this one a while back. This one is a great copy, but unfortunately, I think I've shown this before, but I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Probably not. There's a tiny little like rust stain. It looks like a red stain. I have no idea what it is. I tried getting it off with the cleaning supplies, and it just won't come off. Otherwise, this could be a candidate to send into CGC, but it's not to be. But I enjoy having these multiple copies in my collection. And then I guess the big purchase for the week from eBay is Gun Honey #1. It's the Adam Hughes variant. What's cool about this one is that Adam Hughes is always known for his campy covers, and I just love how the fact that she's using her bikini top to strangle the guy that she's pulling out of the surf. So it's just really funny. And I got the standard cover here. That you can see it has the barcode and the trade dress on it. There's like a virgin copy and another copy that has like a pink gun hanging down the side. But I like this one. I have a raw copy of this, but it wasn't good enough to send in the CGC. It had a tight little hit on the corner up here, and so I didn't want to have to spend the money to have it pressed and all that. So I got this for the cost of basically the submission. I'm very happy with that. I'll leave this one up here, but I'll just move it over a little bit. I'm sure you'll enjoy the cover. I did pick up a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital copy of the Legion of Superheroes, or as I refer to it as Supergirl, who goes into the future and meets up with a bunch of kids that are about her age and have some adventures. Because it doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the Legion of Superheroes, except that it's a setup for Supergirl. And I enjoyed it. I think it was pretty good. The thing that's confusing is that since I'm a longtime Legionnaire, it's kind of like Legionnaire fan, what Legion do you get with a movie like this? And Supergirl's been around since the 60s and with the Legion, and I actually have her issue, I think it's Action Comics 276, that I believe that's when she is initiated into she gets enrolled into the Legion as an official member. Because the first time she appeared with the Legion, she didn't make it because she got exposed to red kryptonite, and it aged her, unfortunately, and so she aged out of eligibility for the Legion. So in the issue I have, she actually becomes a member. So I didn't know who I was going to get. But you can see on the cover here, you've got this Brainiac 5 that looks like the original Brainiac. It's got the bald head with the little cyber pieces around his head. And then you can see it has Mon-El, Bouncing Boy, and Triplicate Girl, and Phantom Girl. And so what's a little confusing about this movie is that Superman, if you've seen the trailer, Superman encourages her to go with him to the future so she could meet and train with the Legionnaires, who are about approximately her age, and their Earth is in the 31st century, so it has technology similar to Krypton. So he feels that she'd be more at home in the future, training with people her own age. But what's bizarre is that with this Legion, none of these characters in the original series ever went to the Legion Academy. Now, Bouncing Boy and Dual Damsel were teachers at the Academy. So I can see them being there, but they're actually students. So all these people are students, including Mon-El, which makes no sense at all. So I really don't know what continuity group this is supposed to be, because even on the series from 2021, the character designs don't quite match up to those. Dawnstar is really cool. The thing that's interesting with Dawnstar too is, like, instead of having the traditional feathered wings like Hawkman, Hawkgirl, she has kind of like these electronic wings that she can call upon to use and then put them away. So that's cool. But again, it's kind of like, well, which Legion is it? I'm assuming it's similar to the Legion from 2021 because there's more diverse cast. And Timberwolf's costume looks very similar to the last series they had. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the behind the scenes stuff too. The acting's great and it is funny. So very cool there. But just to give you an idea of like when I'm talking about like different Legions. So if you look here, Brainiac 5 has blonde hair. And so this is the Brainiac I'm familiar with because he has hair. And the three Legion continuities that I know of, he's had hair in all of them. So that's why, I guess if you're a Superman fan, it would make more sense to have a Brainiac that looks more like the villain than to give him hair, which probably wouldn't make any sense. So anyways, again, good movie. I'd recommend that you either rent it or maybe wait for it to become available on HBO Max if you have a subscription to that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.